there. It's February in Utah and we are all hoping for sunshine. Welcome to this month's Market Minute. Today we're talking about solar in your home. I don't know about you, but I get approached frequently by solicitors at my door asking if I'd like to have solar panels installed on my home. And so our team's done a bit of research this month. We've found that there are at least 90 solar companies in the state of Utah who are putting solar panels on homes. 18 are just targeting Utah County. So there are a lot of different options out there and a lot of information being shared on the advantages and disadvantages of solar. So we've done a bit of research and let's see what we found out so far. We found out on average you save about 50% of your electricity bill every month. You can save more, less, but on average about 50%. The average cost is ranging from $12,000 to $36,000, and you have you have options to lease or buy the system, and there are pros and cons to both of those. The pros, though, that we're finding on solar, your electricity bill is reduced. You get a tax credit of 20%. Now in 2016 it used to be 30%. It's gone down in 2017 to just 20%. The state of Utah, though, is still offering a 25% tax credit up to $2,000. There is a Rocky Mountain incentive also. However, it's been used up for 2017, so check onto that next year and see what it takes to get that. It's kind of a lottery system that Rocky Mountain offers. It is a quiet source of power, and in the summer months especially, we do have a lot of sun here in Utah. So these are our pros that we found. There are a couple of cons, though. Number one, it is expensive. That's a lot of money to put into your home, and so you need to weigh out the payoff with the cost of the system. There used to be a power company would buy the surplus power back. They've stopped doing it, though. When we chatted with them, they just said that they've just had too much and they don't accept that anymore. They will, obviously it'll cover your power bill, but they will not buy your excess power. The maintenance on it is a little expensive. You got to keep the snow off of it. You've got to have the panels working well. If the roof is aging, you'll need to remove the panels in order to replace your roof. So keep the maintenance in mind. One of the things that leasing can complicate the sale. We recently had an example from a title company here in town. They got to the closing table, buyer and seller, they're ready to close, and then the issue it came up that there were solar panels on the home. It hadn't been discussed before, and these were being leased. Well, the buyer of the home did not want to take over the payments for the solar panels, and so the choice then came to the seller whether the sale fall through or he paid for the solar panels, which he did, and $36,000 later he closed on the sale of his home. So leasing can complicate things in that a buyer may qualify for a certain loan amount, but if they've also got to take on the lease of a solar panel, they may not be able to qualify for a home. So buyers and sellers, just keep in mind what that will do when you go to sell or buy a home. The other one that we seem to have a lot of confusion on, often I'll hear that it will increase the value of your home, and we are getting a little bit of conflicting information on that. In most cases, though, we're finding it's not. We talked to the appraiser at the county assessor's office. We've also talked to an appraiser who does appraisals for lending companies around the valley, and he said usually does not add value to the home, especially if it's leased. It never does. And if it is a purchase system, on occasion it will add value to the home. He's had lenders, though, ask him not to include it in the appraised value. What it will do, though, is add value in that a buyer may want to buy your home more because the solar panels are there and their electricity costs will be less. Anyway, all in all, there's a lot of good and bad to solar, but we wish you well on your decision, and just check out all the facts. And this is this month's Market Minute. Have a good month.